The storm that hit on Sunday night, it ripped off half the shed and left the rest of the pieces on the ground. By the end of the night, no one knew that one of the Sweet 16 guests would end up in the hospital. To neighbors on the outside, the relationship seemed perfect, but on the inside, the stabbing and death of Bertina McDonald was a weird occurrence. DOT officials have decided to place a median on Highway 70. However, local businesses are not supportive of this decision. We all know how expensive it is to have a child, but look at this. It's $5 for 1 can of infant milk. Now imagine if there was no WIC program in Eastern North Carolina. Students on ECU's campus received text messages and received emails from officials on campus during Saturday's storms. Police responded quickly to the scene. Upon arrival, the neighbors said they heard gunshots coming from apartment 3 in the front gate complexes. The suspect had escaped, but a 4-year-old boy was injured. According to police, the 4-year-old boy was just inside this doorway when the bullet struck him on the left side of his face. Neighbors were upset to find that a child was harmed in the crime.
I mean, it's a child, it's another child. You don't want to see your own child hurt, more or less another.
I was surprised by that though. I was like, man, come on, man, you gonna shoot a little kid? I don't know who it was personally, and I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. It was just that, man, you made a bad choice. You know?
Police have been keeping a close eye on the area and will continue to do so as long as the investigation continues.
Well, I mean, it's not just from this point on. You have to, look back at 2010. Frontgate Drive had over 750 calls for service in 2010 for the police department. So, when an area that small has that many calls, then obviously it's going to get our attention.
Officials are still searching for the shooter and further investigating what triggered the gunshot. I'm Christina Peffer, Eyewitness News 9, on your side. Family and friends arrived on the scene when they received an unusual phone call. Danny Vandeford, the brother of Miss Ann, was at work when his phone rang. The anonymous caller told him that his sister was okay and that help was on the way. This fire could have been a lot worse, but a good Samaritan who remains anonymous not only called fire officials to the scene, but also helped save the life of Gloria Ann Vandeford. Fire officials arrived as soon as they received the phone call.
In the rear of the structure, a female occupant was cooking at the time, got distracted, and the fire just got away from her. She attempted to put the flames out. I think she was injured in the process. She was transported prior to my arrival on scene.
The Red Cross arrived soon after the fire was put out. Emergency service officials made sure that the family and victim are taken care of.
When we receive a phone call from the 911 center throughout Pitt County, they let us know location, the amount of people, total burnout, or sometimes they just need a place to stay until the repairs can be made.
Even though her family's 3-generation house is destroyed, family and friends are appreciative of the Good Samaritan. Christina Peffer for Eyewitness News 9, on your side.